I'm Gabe Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly daily all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix, everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Infinity Countdown Captain Mar-Vell issue number 1. What is the fate of the Reality Stone, and what could it mean for the life of Carol Danvers? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, it's an average day in the life of a cosmic superhero. Captain Mar-Vell is beating up Blastar, and the whole thing goes off pretty much without a hitch, due in no small part to the fact that Carol has currently been using the Reality Stone to help her out doing the whole superhero thing. You see, the stone not only allows you to manipulate reality around you, maybe rewrite it here and there, but the way Carol's using it, she's able to talk to other Captain Mar-Vells throughout the multiverse that also happen to have a Reality Stone. It's a great way to get advice, especially because Captain Mar-Vell isn't exactly trusting her own judgment right now, but also a great way to sneak in a ton of Easter eggs. Hello, movie Captain Mar-Vell up in the right-hand corner, I see you. The only problem with using the Reality Stone like this is that it's completely addictive, but moreover than that, it's potentially dangerous, because if you use the stone too much to answer every important question in your life, you risk falling into it and being trapped forever. This is more or less exactly what happens to Carol. She falls into her own memories and is forced to relive some of her worst moments, asking the question, where did my life go wrong and where could I fix things? First up, we have a universe where Civil War II happened exactly like it did in the main universe. Captain Mar-Vell and Iron Man came to blows over Ulysses the Inhuman, who could see the future, but also the fate of Miles Morales. Captain Mar-Vell wanted to bring Miles Morales in so he couldn't hurt anyone or himself. Iron Man disagreed. This led to a big fight, only this time around in this universe, it was Carol who died during that fight. After giving it much thought, Captain Mar-Vell admits that she didn't handle that situation very well. It spun out of control and got away from her. Next up, we have a universe not long after the events of House of M, only instead of Carol taking up the mantle of Captain Mar-Vell, it was Spectrum who did the deed. Spectrum is a beloved hero, but why did she end up inheriting the mantle? Well, that's because in this universe, Carol never stopped drinking. She ended up wasting all of her potential and becoming a street bum. Ouch, that sucks. Now, our third universe trip is really cool. In this place, Rogue became Captain Mar-Vell. Yeah, after stealing her powers originally in the 90s, this time she actually inherited her personality, went to space, got the binary upgrade, pretty much did it all. This trip actually ends up being therapeutic in a weird way. There's still a lot of bad blood between these characters, but this gives them a chance to, kind of work it out in an interesting, unexpected, outside-the-box sort of way. Now, the final potential road not taken universe the Reality Stone chooses to show Carol is one where she actually ended up with cancer instead of the original Captain Mar-Vell. Basically, in this world, Carol heroically decided to take the nitro bullet for the original Captain Mar-Vell so he could live, to which one of the versions of Captain Mar-Vell that Carol meets is eternally grateful. Needless to say, this Christmas Carol-style walk through what could have been really affects our hero, and because of that, she is more resolute than ever now to actually do a good job as Captain Mar-Vell. Defeat the villains, right the wrongs, and live forever resolute in the idea that, history is a long time, and that we can't go back and rethink every step we take. We can only keep moving forward and hope our next step is the right one. So that was Infinity Countdown Captain Mar-Vell, everybody, and overall it was an interesting little take, especially for someone like me who doesn't read Captain Mar-Vell all the time except for the big character assassinate events. If I had to sum up this issue in 4 words, it would be, hey, mistakes were made. It's basically the writers full-on admitting, yes, there's been some really bad choices and really bad directions taken with Captain Mar-Vell over the years, but we promise we're trying to rectify them. We are aware of what's going on. But that doesn't distract from the fact that the character has a very rich history, will still have lots of big roles to play in upcoming events, and oh hey, don't forget that big movie, which certainly helped Iron Man turn things around back when he was basically the villain in his own Civil War. At the end of the day, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Good, not great. So that was Infinity Countdown, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I'm working on the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in the market for some new comic trades, why not use my book depository link down in the description? Not only will you get a great deal and not have to pay a cent for shipping, but everything you buy via my link goes to support me and the channel, so everybody wins. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.